Hello and welcome back to Tally CA Connect. Thank you for joining with us every Wednesday to learn TallyPrime. So, in this webinar, we are going to discuss how we can simplify repetitive data management tasks, eliminate the manual process using TallyPrime. There are techniques to, streamline the import process, perform the bulk corrections using TallyPrime, and that will help with the data accuracy, help save time, and enhance productivity in the daily operations. So, to discuss all this, please welcome our first time faculty at CA Connect Forum, Mr. Prem Kumar Pandey. Mr. Prem is a tax practitioner, a tally faculty for CA students and members, and regularly takes sessions at ICI forums. Thank you so much, Mr. Prem, for being here, for your time and suggesting this interesting topic, which is not yet covered in our CA Connect forum. I'm sure members are going to make use of it, especially during this audit season. I can even see the dip in the attendance also, showing because July often starts with the work and the
Yes, ma'am.
and of course. So thank you, members, for joining in. We still will have 100 plus members today. So, Mr. Prem, over to you. Welcome to CA Connect Forum. So, we request audience to usually put the questions in the Q&A, and during the end of the sessions, we can take it up. Or if you like an interactive session, we can switch on the chat for you so that if you want to take the questions as and when they come. So, whichever makes the session more comfortable for you, let's proceed with that. You can say, announce that to the audience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to all members who are participating in this webinar. Today we are going to discuss import, corrections, and export. That first of all, as ma'am has already told us how to take these sessions. यहाँ पर today we will discuss about. I am giving you a snapshot of all these things that we always use Tally. In Tally, we use import, masters and transactions,
Mr.
and
Prem, if you're sharing
exports.
your screen, it is not yet visible.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Here. Now, is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah, we can see the tally screen.
Okay, thank you. This is our Tally. Now, we will always use import, masters, transactions through import tab and through export tab. And we always use Excels to import all these transactions. And ledgers, parents. These are the ledgers which have to be created into our Tally along with the grouped, that is like, for example, you can see here Amritsar Computer House account, and these are the sundry details while it is showing as exist. All these have been configured primarily, and now it will be used to control all masters which have to be created and which already created into the system. This is very first part of our today's session. And the second part is how to import accounting vouchers into our Tally through Excel. And the third part will be whenever we do transactions, record transactions in our Tally, while auditing, we got some transactions are not accurate. Not accurate means are not covered with the proper ledger name. Like for example, printer expenses in office expenses, advertisement expenses in office expenses. Is there all these expenses which have been covered into single ledger that has to be classified with the accurate ledgers. How can we use all those transactions and can correct uh, according to the requirement through XML? We will know in today's session. Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, sir, please.
Thank you. Now, first of all, I am showing you data connection which I have created. These are the ledgers which have been imported into Excel from Tally by using DSN Tally ODBC 649000. And these are the prompts which have been written here. I have selected name, parent, and primary group. Primary group is what it is provide all those groups provided by the Tally itself. At the very beginning, when we create any company, we got all the primary groups within the software. Parent, it may be either primary group or maybe a created new one. Name, these are the ledger's name, which I have already created into the system. It is showing here. These are the parents' name from groups. I have taken this parent for name from groups. You may try it by using advanced editor. Someone has raised a hand, ma'am.
So we do not take questions from raised hands because we have a big audience.
Yes.
We'll encourage everyone to write their question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is advanced editor page of Power Query window. How do we open Power Query window? If there is some questions, then nothing to do. Go to data tab here, get data. There are a lot of sessions where we have already covered that how to open all these into from other sources from ODBC. When you click from ODBC, it will be showing that how many DSN are available. We will select here Tally ODBC 649000 and then press OK. It will move to the uh, Power Query window, which I have already shown you. Now, this is which I have created these two. You may copy one and paste it as a new one and rename it. Here, the main part is to write this editor code. I am copying this and pasting it to chat. If you want to use this, you may use. And for ledgers, I am also copying this from advanced auditor so that you all would get easy copy and paste this one. Now we will move to the all master sheets. These sheets, here is a scenario why I have created a new one as all master sheets. Sometimes uh, account manager who keeps all these uh, tasks into his or her supervision, they want to keep all the data with himself or herself. These are the ledgers. These are the ledger types, groups, and subgroup types. What I am doing here, I am copying and pasting the formula here into chat. What I have used, here this one, I have used to check whether these ledgers are existing into Tally or not. That's why I have classified this as system ledgers, system parents, and here all masters. You may think that if I changes the company into my Tally, what will happen? Definitely, if we do refresh, all the data will be gone. And the company which would be active into the Tally, that has to be imported in Tally. Now, these are the ledgers which have to be created. But before ledgers, we need to create their parent group. Why parent group? Because I have not chosen the existing primary group which have been provided by the Tally. These are the groups which have to be created first. Here, parent group must be selected manually, and I have created a list option here to select all these, and these are automated. Here I am also using let formula into Excel. I'm copying and pasting it here. Now coming to the Tally, here Tally, I will do use import masters Excel sheet, where this file is when we use to save this, save a copy. Now currently I am changing this one. I am changing it to Tally Connect. This one here. Now I will move the path from drive, desktop, Tally Connect folder, Tally account creation. This one. Now I have to import which sheet first? Import group. Then I will import, select here, import group. And now I will map this according to our template. We may use default template as well, but we will create a new one here. This is our import group. Import group. type of masters. Here we are using just accounting masters for that. We may import every masters like inventory, payroll masters, everything. Now, type of masters, this is a group. Here I will select a group. Now this is mandatory name, the same name here. Now parent group name and parent group name here. Now I will select end of list and press enter. I have already covered what the configurations have been done into our Excel. Now we will select here behavior of importer master. It is asking ignore duplicates, modify with new data. I will select here ignore duplicates, preview import summary, yes, backup of company, yes. Now I am giving the path to Tally Connect to save a backup. Here there are total 12 groups which will be created into our Tally. Here it is classified, and I will press here import. Import successfully. Now that should be gone from this. How? We will move to the system ledgers and system parents. We will refresh it all. Here you can see that now parent, system parent has created total 40 groups beside 28 groups which have been provided by the Tally. Now we will move to the system ledgers. Here there are total 20 ledgers existing into Tally. There is nothing to create in Tally for the group. Now all the groups are showing existing, exist. Nothing has to be created. But all the accounting ledgers I am using here demo because I am doing all the things in my company here. We will be using here demo. Is my voice audible to everyone, ma'am?
Yes, sir, the voice is audible.
Okay. Now we will once again use import masters. Same things. But here we will choose import ledger. Import group. We will create a new template. Import ledger. Type of master. This is a ledger master. These two are mandatory. Name. Here my Excel sheet is having ledger name. I will map this one. The second part is group name. I will select here, and this name is subgroup. Here subgroup. I will select this one. Suppose, for example, I want to add some another field into Excel. This is our secondary part of if we are in the process of importing ledgers, importing transactions groups, and we need to add some fields in addition to the predefined fields into Excel. What is happening here? See this. Suppose I am adding here the state. This one is not mapped and it will not show in tally, but tally field will be showing as when we search here mailing details state, it will be, but there is no field here showing as state. Okay, because we have already selected this workbook, and it is not possible sometimes, it is not possible to select here, but we will choose here either specify column. When we select here I specify column, there are just four columns here, A, B, C, D, not E. Can we select here? No. Then we will create compute value. Sorry, specify fixed value. Here we can choose here the field value name. This is also not possible. Sometimes it may be Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, it may be Delhi, it may be Punjab, it may be Bihar, it may be any other state. Then what will we do here? We specify column, sorry, fixed value, and we will write here the what I did wrong. Can I write here? P. We will see this. If we did not doing any mistakes here, compute value, specify column is not allowing. Then we are using here specify fixed field value. What happening here? Okay, we will select first. End of list. Oh, yes, 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 here. The last column, we may choose here, last column, A, B, C, D. I'm doing some mistakes. Last column. Okay. We will move first here. Then we will see that what are we doing wrong. Yes, now this one, E. And now I will be adding, for example, CRO Sharma and Associates, Punjab, Tanjore Kaur and Associates, Haryana, Chandigarh House. This is in Chandigarh. Dell India Limited. This is in Telangana. But make sure the words are correct. Here I have selected ledger, ignore duplicates, review import summary, same process, tally connect. Now there are total 63 ledgers which will be created here. Import. There are exceptions. It is related to the new one. Group, primary, What is primary? One second, we will create here. Then we will let us see that what is happening here. All data, there is no exception. Now we will move to the ledgers view. All the ledgers have been created. State is E10. Yeah. Hmm. Actually, I did some mistakes while selecting here state. Uh, okay. Now I will check this later on that what is why it is not it has not selected here state that should be selected. Uh, we will cover this later. Now I will what I will be doing here. There are total 21 and 20 ledgers here. We will refresh this all and we will be moving to all masters. Here all are existing. Showing exist means all the ledgers are existing. There is nothing which have to be imported. Now there is no row to be imported. It is showing. Here there is no group which has to be imported. Now I can delete here. These are the basic things which will uh, have to be known by us. You can control that what the tally is doing and what are the important ledgers transactions are created into tally. It will be shown here. Now we will move to the accounting voucher type. Suppose we will have to create vouchers. We may use here any voucher type. I have already imported here, copy and paste here all the voucher types here. There are total 24 voucher types. Now, if you have created any other, then you may also uh, write it here or import from the tally, like system parents. There should be system vouchers as well. Here, what I will do, I will create a list of all these voucher types, VCH types, or you may write complete name voucher type and press enter. It will create a new list into tally. Now we will do data validation list equal to voucher underscore type. And we are not doing any other customization. Input message alert. Here it is available. Now voucher date. Suppose I will start from April 1st, 2026. Water type. Suppose I will shift to water type. I will shift to water type. Watcher number one, watcher number one. These are the addresses. These are not required to be written here, but ledger name. The ledger which is existing into our tally. Here it is, ledgers, the system ledgers. All the ledgers are showing here. We may create also a list of this ledger here. Now, how can we do this? Go to system ledger. We will select this column, entire column, and ledger name here. These are the parent groups here. Ledger parent, ledger parent. Now go to accounting watcher. Here we will select data validation, settings, list. Here we will write ledger name. This will be, it will be showing here. Now, suppose for example, equity capital is there or not. We can search. There were ledgers equity. It is classified as wrongly with the canteen and pantry. Ranvijay capital account is there. Ranvijay capital account, that is our demo ledger. Now we will select here into this demo Ranvijay capital. This is ledger amount, for example, 5 lakhs. This one. This is ledger debit or credit, amount debit or amount credit. So this is complete ledger amount debit, credit. And if there is nothing to be selected here, then these columns may be uh, kept as it is, like this way. Buy supplier address pin code. Here, now we will select here cash. There is nothing to show because I have not copied this effect. Ledger amount 5 lakhs. Once again, 5 lakh. This is debit part and this is credit. Now we will try this to import into our tally. Now Alto transactions, default Excel. Once again Excel. We will change this path from drive, desktop, where the file is kept. Now we will select here the file name, that is tally account creation. Here we will select here the exact worksheet name, accounting voucher. Now we will select here new one. For example, this is of receipt or capital, then we will select here the capital ledgers or receipt ledgers. This is not required, but we should classify all these. These are type of vouchers. Now we will select here accounting vouchers. Now voucher type name. What is the name here? That is also voucher type name. Now voucher date, it is mandatory. We will select here voucher date. Once again, voucher number. Here, this is voucher number. Also, we have voucher number in Excel. Now the ledger name, mandatory. Here it is ledger name. This is ledger amount. This is ledger amount. Amount DRCR. We'll select here amount DRCR. Now there is no such fields which is left. If I am not doing anything mistakes here, now press accept. Once again, yes, we will be changing this to Tally Connect here. And there is one file that is of receipt. And now press import. Import completed successfully. There should be this voucher. It has to be shown here. Display laser. Yes. This one is showing as receipt. But it is showing as voucher type. It is not showing in a receipt to change mode. That's why the change mode is mandatory here. Change mode that should be selected here. Like here it is single entry or double entry. So we should select here single entry or double entry. What we will do here, change this to double entry as well. Here by demo run Vijay Capital. This is wrong account here. Changing this to single entry with gas. Here it will be end of list. Now once again we can see the difference, that why it is showing here.
Yeah. Mr. Prem, here there's a question. Can we do bill-wise adjustment while importing these receipt voucher?
Bill wise.
Yeah.
Yes. For example, here it is, 16th of July. This one I have created here. For this, we need to have this number as a reference, say invoice number. Okay. Then, for example, this has to be received in June 16th. Amritsar ICI. Yeah, what I will be doing here, gas first, then Amritsar ICI. Amritsar ICI. Now, leases amount is 36,000. This one is 18,000. Voucher number 2 I will be using here. There should be one another name that is have to be checked here to transactions default. Will reference receipts. This one is a reference number. I think reference number and reference date is missing here. We will have to create here a reference number, reference date. It may be taken as both, and we have data of all these sales like major moisturizer. This sales data must be on our Excel sheet so that we can relate all these things accordingly and easily. 16th June 2026. Suppose the same day here, we will be posting it here, 16th day. Otherwise, it will be fetched as VLOOKUP or any index matching or any other formula. A reference number. This is the reference number that has also be uh, taken from the system. Sorry, 261, 262. This one. We may create a new one as well, 261 here, if that is possible. Now change mode here, single entry, single entry. We will define it into the voucher through voucher receipt F6. Then which has to be single entry or double entry. If single entry, then that has to be taken into single entry. Now press Control S. Ma'am, who has asked this? Uh, are they understanding all this?
So what I learned, they have reverted actually. If you can see the chat there, what I learned that we have to write the bill wise entries with bill number in Excel template to do just adjustment. Please correct if I'm wrong. Is that he is re-verifying if his understanding is correct? Mr. Prem?
Yes, I'm seeing this chat.
Okay.
No. Uh, Mr. Chandan, as we have already discussed, if we have system voucher list, na, like this, all this, suppose we are having system ledgers, system parents, okay, and here we have all master data where it is showing as existing or not existing. Okay, if we all the transactions of sales, purchases into our Excel sheet, na, then that time we can also uh, import easily of these accounting vouchers, and we can have reference number, reference date from there. Otherwise we have aging data, that how many bills are pending uh, to be collected, or how many bills have to be paid, all those data into our Excel system. If we have Excel system, then we can check all these things through Excel itself. Like what we did here, we have applied these formulas, na, like this. We can also apply formula on that, that which bills has to be collected, which bills has to be paid. All this can be done into Excel, and we can import all those data accordingly. Or we can have a single column that has to be added with the sales data or outstanding data, and we can write just here a voucher date and voucher type name, so that from there, from the sales sheet or outstanding sheet or purchase sheet or payment outstanding sheets, okay, that can be also imported from there. It is not required that we must have accounting vouchers. It can be accompanied with the outstanding sales data or outstanding purchase data. If please let me know, Chandan, if I am okay with your question.
So, once he reverts, I'll let you know so that we can
Okay,
move with the
okay,
flow. Yeah.
okay, okay, okay.
And there are other questions also if you want to take right away or if you want to finish this flow.
No, we can take in between, because it will clear all the participants' question. And even though there are so many questions which are maybe left from my side, then I can cover all these if
Yeah,
it
they
is.
can do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, there are two and open-end questions after this. If you want to take it, if take them right away, or if you want to cover what you are doing it already.
No. We are doing the same things.
Acha, perfect.
What they are
So, yeah.
asking actually.
So one is about the multi-currency and one is about the bank run. I
Yeah,
think
definitely.
bank transaction tally import, you have done it in the other session, but if you want to cover it in this.
No, that is already covered by the Tally Connect, na?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, I have seen this
sure.
already. Multi-currencies is also covered, na, there.
I'm not sure about the multi-currency part actually.
I have seen some Tally.
Okay.
It was uh, in Tally Solutions YouTube channel.
Okay. So, do you know the question is, can we upload the data in the multi-currency? Is it
Yes, we
permitted?
can. We can. We
Yes.
can.
Yeah,
We can
that's the
add
only
any.
question.
We can add any field. Any field.
Okay, done, sir.
But that has to. But that has to be sure that is it okay?
Yes, sir, done.
Okay. And that has to be sure that whatever we are importing, na, that should exist in Tally first, and the new one. So like for example, we are importing the currency of US dollar, but we have not created currency in Tally. That cannot, the transactions related to the US dollar cannot be created. Like what we did here, when we have created all these ledgers now, if you have seen the just my covered data here, for example, I have created a state new field. Okay, if it is covered within the new field now, then it is possible that you can import your data. Nothing has to be worried that, oh, my data is not imported. That should be created in Tally. If you are importing transactions, means all the masters should be created. Otherwise, you will get exception result like mine. And if you have created any ledger, but it is not properly written into the Excel, for example, that here in accounting, suppose I am writing here Amritsar ICI, but I have left or I have added extra spaces into this, but in Tally, there is no extra spaces. Then this voucher cannot be imported into Tally. It will be in showing in exception list. Now, are there any question left here beside this?
No, sir,
That
you
you
can
can say.
proceed.
Okay. And Chandan sir, I couldn't understood. Okay. Uh, Bill by the adjustment. We'll say this. Bill number single two okay. Now I'm importing these transactions as second voucher. I have changed the mode of transaction. This is single entry. I have selected this amount as debit and these two are credit. And the bills number has been taken 261 only. 261 and 262. Here in Excel 261, 262. These ones. Yes. Now I will be importing this auto transactions, default transactions, this accounting receipt. Yes, yes. Changing this to connect. One transaction imported successfully. Here it is showing as it has not selected. So it's 261, sorry, 62. I think Mr. Chandan was asking about this. Uh, Reference is not tagging here, but the entry is saved. Date cannot be less than. What is that? Okay, so place to set as. Mhm. Ma'am, can you unmute Mr. Chandan?
Sir, I would request that if the question we take it towards the end because we have other participants also. So let us continue with the flow.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. These are the transactions. What I did here, I have taken into consideration that is reference number. It may be sometimes using as why I did not show this. It might be possible that the bills is not created into referencing, that is, oh, this one is missing here, new reference. That's why it has not selected. Yes, this is the way where we can enter reference number using reference number and reference date, so that it can be adjusted along with the outstanding bills. Here it is about all importings, the receipt against sales without using reference or with using reference. These are two methods. And after all, through this all way, we can import receipt voucher, payment voucher, all the accounting vouchers and inventory vouchers, payroll vouchers as well. But we have to customize, we have to think that which fields will be suitable for the importing. Which fields means not in Excel. That has to be considered within Tally first. Whether we are taking any field that is showing uh, onto the Excel, it is correctly mapped with the Tally or not. If it is not correctly mapped with the Tally, it will be importing, but not reflecting in the Tally due to exception error, or might be like this way that I have done here, Amritsar ICI. It is showing some mistakes, that why it is here. What now? If I am saving this, date cannot be above one period. Current period, actually I have selected wrongly, 30th June. That is why showing. Otherwise, it is recorded, and might be there are some fields which will be missing, but we will have to map, we will have to exercise on all those fields which have been provided by the Tally, and that is correctly mapped with the Excel format. This is about our importing ledgers, our importing transactions, and we will have to think that how may rectify our transactions if we are doing some mistakes. Like for example, if we open daybook, we will select the period here, like July 27. There are no more than entries, but here we can understand that how to correct all those transactions which have been recorded wrongly. For example, I have created a bill for a Rohtak ICI branch. Okay, now Rohtak ICI branch, what is doing here? That Rohtak ICI I have selected wrongly, or might be possible Hisar I have selected wrongly, Ludhiana ICI I have selected it wrongly. Then what to do here? We will export these ledgers into our XML or into our Excel, like same way what we are importing here. But when we import data into our Excel, that should be classified as ignoring duplicates or correcting the existing one. Then we can change all these transactions by choosing existing one into our template. I am showing you once again template, Alto, transactions, default. Because Tally is providing all the things, then we should not move here and there. I am creating here or receipt. We will selecting this ones. Drive, desktop, Tally Connect. Now, if we will import now, it will be importing, but it will first ask whenever you create a very first time this one's default Excel. I will be creating a new one here. Receipt, new, accounting, mandatory, all the things, whatever it is mandatory, type name, date, date, ledger name. I'm just showing you ledger name, ledger amount, ledger amount, ledger date, amount, this. Now end of list. Now, yes, we will selecting this desktop tally. Here, it will ask for the duplicate or running one. We can select here and then we can change accordingly, have effect here. Otherwise, we have options of exporting all T transactions, XML, export. I'm changing this to select drive, desktop, tally connect, transaction XML. Now export. Transaction XML. What we will do here, open with Notepad. Here, for example, Rohtak ICI was there. Rohtak ICI. I will search here, Rohtak ICI. Rohtak ICI. And I want to change all Rohtak ICI with another ICI like Hisar ICI. What we will do here, we will select this ones, copy, Control H, paste. Now we will write the exact word Hisar ICA, this one. And we will replacing all these in one go. Control S, save, close. Now we want to import into Tally. Go to Alt-O. These are the transactions here. Default XML. We can choose here Tally Connect, but this not. Another was transactions. Transactions XML. Transactions XML, that should not be open. It is not open here.
Mr. Jagdish is saying to change the file format. Is that?
Uh, 1 second, ma'am. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. XML, transaction XML. Yes, that should be imported successfully. Now, it is had not asked with XML data interchange transactions XML. Okay, then yes, backup password no. What is it? It is not asking for the duplicate. Actually, it should ask as and when we import now, it will always ask for that it is duplicate data or a new one, changing the new one. Because when we open this, that should be changed. Control F. Rohtak ICI. There is no Rohtak ICI, but while Hisar ICI is existing. Hisar. This is created a new one, but when we change it, that will be removed from the ledger itself because the number will be same and this ledger has to be uh, rectified from here. That is missing some thing, I think, from my side. Today, when I am covering all this,
So somebody have mentioned maybe for that voucher series needs to be configured as don't allow duplicate.
yes, yes, yes. I'm saying the same things now. When we import now, that time it has to be selected as. Yeah, Vipul sir, what you are saying now, bilkul, you are correct. Voucher series has to be bilkul done. That is the part which I have missed here while importing all this. Uh, this is all about that. What we have to cover actually in today's session.
So you were going to cover the something previously about the state export or something. The state didn't come, so you said you will cover it later.
Ma'am, I had already told about this now. Actually, that part is also missing here. That is state from my Excel file now. I'm showing you
Okay,
this.
so which is why it didn't get okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is also missed. In my previous sessions, there were I had did a lot of time, uh, but today what happening? It is not mapping. Uh,
Because the data is
not
missing
allowing.
in the Excel or
No,
you
no, Excel. I am providing these into Excel while importing. Here, I'm showing you this one state. Okay, I have
hmm.
added all these into for the ledger when the ledger will be created. Now, that time we can add. But when we map into Tally now, uh, here, when we map master sheet now, then that time while defining all these sheets like this here, what they are saying here, I'm selecting the, suppose for example, importing ledgers. Now the importing ledger that has to be created here. Here it is last column showing now that it will allow to add n number of columns, whether, because when we once again we move this now, then here it is allowed by this and allow column Excel fixed values. What I am saying this actually, my
Okay.
cursor is moving to this now. This one allow us like for example, if we will create here a ledger for this one's ledgers. Suppose these are the data, ledger name, uh, group name. Here it is subgroup name. Now, for example, any column like a state. This is my mailing state. It is showing here. I am showing you this once again. The state, the state. Now there is no column here. We can specify this column, specify column through this here. Now it is showing because I have refreshed this table. That is why it is showing here E. Otherwise, it will not see E. as was in earlier when we are covering this na specified column, specify fixed value, compute value. Here, when we choose compute value, specify column, it will allow to select. There is nothing was showing there that time. That's why I told we will cover this later.
Yeah, so I think that covers the problem, that how you can do it.
No, no, I was telling about actually that it does not cover because we are getting refreshed data actually. What we are doing here, we are selecting once again the format, go to the masters. We are doing the same thing, but it is task and time consuming actually. But I want to show that whenever we import ledgers or import transactions, now suppose if I have to add all these columns now, then we will add column while importing, not to refresh this once again, go to masters, or once again go to masters, not like such repetitive task. I want to do all things in one go. Suppose, for example, that any field is missing, and while importing, we got to know that that field is missing. Like this way, when Chandan sir has asked with us that how to import with the reference bill data. Okay, and suppose we have created any template earlier. Now we will have to create a new one template. Then we will change here the field, or adding field, or changing the field like this reference number. And we will, we already selected here the transaction sheets at once. We need not to move back like this way, escaping, and we will be selecting once again, go to transactions, and then we will select. We do not want to move back. That is actually I am saying this.
Okay. So moving on, there is another question that I want the price list. All the price want to import is this. Uh, I want price
Stock
list
price,
to be
stock price,
imported.
stock price.
Uh, the question is not clear, Mr. Kaushal. Do you want to
Yeah,
write
I want, well, price is
now?
definitely, it is related to the stock price.
Okay. Yes, I think he has reverted. Yes. So yes, it's a
Yes,
stock price.
yes, yes.
Sorry, stock wise. Yeah.
No, no. These are the transactions, actually transactions, uh, default transactions, Excel, uh, Excel. Suppose Excel sample file. Uh, Here we will select here configure all accounting vouchers, all inventory vouchers. We can select here the whatever the vouchers should be, or these are the inventory vouchers, uh, payroll vouchers, masters, um, multiple price list, multiple price list, that has to be masters, I think. Inventory masters, or we will select here all masters, so that all masters will be with us. Changing this to select from drive, desktop, tally connect. Once again, export all masters. A stock item. Yeah, yeah, this one. We can use rate here. This is opening balance rate. Otherwise, other rates can be also added here. Can we check right now, or because 415 is there?
I'm sorry, I didn't get it.
Do we have to check it right now?
So, sir, like you have completed the session, right? As what you wanted to cover. So we can take the questions now.
Yeah, we are doing the same thing. That through this master stock item master, we can create multiple price.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there is a similar question that while importing the price list with multiple price level, the previous price list level is overwritten. Is that the case?
Uh,
आप चैट पे देख सकते हैं.
yes, ma'am. Yeah, we can refer the date of price list actually. See, what has to be considered here. One more thing I'm showing you. I think I have allowed masters showing this inventory. Yes. Now I'm going to stock item creation. F12. Standard buying or selling rate. Yeah, yes. Okay. Suppose I'm creating a new one stock. HP laptop, for example. Simple. These are the applicable fields. We can refer here the date, standard cost, and standard selling price into our Excel sheet.
Okay.
This
So,
is the solution. This is the
okay.
solution along with the date, reference, and rate. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. What is he saying now? That, for example, I have two rates on the same day. Then that time that should be different, because when we import for a single item, but there are two different rates on a single date, definitely it will be uh, showing as different rates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't see any further open questions. Do we have more questions, or you can raise your
Yes,
hand as well?
we can move, because when the questions will be coming, na ma'am, it will be updating not only the participants, it will be updating to me as well. I will be upgrading
Yeah. No,
myself
I'm
with the
asking the
open
audience.
questions.
So,
Yeah, definitely,
yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. All the questions I will copying from this chat box, and it is for my upgradation as well.
Yeah. Mr. Kaushal, you can ask your question, or do you want to ask on an audio basis? I can allow you to mute yourself, unmute yourself.
Am I audible? Can you
Uh,
hear me?
yes, we
Yes,
can hear
yes.
you.
यस मैम, थैंक यू सर. व्हाट हैपन कि जब मेरे पास जो मेरी प्राइस लिस्ट है, जैसे रिटेलर, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर, होलसेलर, ये मेरे पास तीन है. मुझे एक और नया क्रिएट करना है, दैट इज रिटेलर 2% CD डिस्काउंट, कैश डिस्काउंट का. तो मेरे प्रोडक्ट तो सारे सेम है, रिटेलर की ही प्राइस रिटेलर में शो हो, और फिर मैं उसमें 2% का डिस्काउंट दिखाऊं. पर ये मुझे इंडिविजुअली मैन्युअली करना पड़ रहा है. क्या ये पॉसिबल है कि मैं ऐसा डेटा इंपोर्ट करके पूरा डेटा दिखा सकूं? एज वेल एज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स की भी, कुछ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स की प्राइस लिस्ट मेरी मेंटेन है, कुछ मेरे को मेंटेन करने के लिए उसमें अपडेशंस करना है, चेंजेस करना है प्राइस लेवल में. तो ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है कि मैं पूरा डेटा एक्सेल में कन्वर्ट करूँ, फिर एक्सेल से पूरा इंपोर्ट कर लूँ, तो मेरा लेबोरियस टास्क कम हो जाए.
हम एक चीज एक जो
Yes, yes. I was just 1 minute. My question was the same while importing price list with multiple price levels. Previous price level is overwritten. So I was talking about by importing the price list with multiple price levels. And date is not the concern. So we can set the date from where the price list is applicable and
Yes,
the
sir.
price
Definitely.
level is applicable. The first
Sir,
price
definitely.
level, whichever that lady earlier that lady said, that was right. That price level is not updated. Previous price level is overwritten. That was my
Sir,
question.
yeah, there is one solution that we should know all the fields, which fields are applicable into Tally first. If we are knowing all these structure of the Tally now, then it will be easing our process to import anything, whether masters, whether rate list, whether transactions, whether currency rate, whether exchange rate, whatever you want to import. First we will have to understand all those fields, means which fields are available into Tally and which fields are not only available, which are the respective related to the Excel fields. Suppose I have one more example into this one. For example, sir, here it is voucher type name. I, is this my screen visible to you?
Uh, so actually your screen is visible, but your voice have all of a sudden gotten a little low.
Low? Okay. Now,
E- yeah, this is fine. Yes.
thank you. Now, suppose, for example, this is my voucher type name. Okay. It may be different from the Tally. It is not required to same name will be carried here. If you are defining or template, it may be just voucher type, VCH type, like this. The first one part. If Tally is showing voucher type, that has to be mapped with the VCH type. The first part means Tally is giving voucher type, and here it is voucher type, VCH type, not voucher type, but both are same, both are related to each other. Then it is correctly mapped. The second part, that suppose voucher type has been mapped correctly, voucher date is mapped correctly, but suppose I have created and opened a Tally, but it is not related to the period for which we are importing. Suppose current period is another, then it is not allowed. Suppose my company is not created for that period, then it will not be allowed. Means the data which we are writing or putting here into Excel template, that should comply with the Tally fields rule. Tally field, it is not about just mapping. It has a validation rule. If we do not validate all those rules, we would not be able to import the correct data or information into Tally. That is our biggest mistake. Suppose, for example, we are importing our rates into Tally, okay, but we are not providing on which date the rate should be applicable. Then in that case, the rate will be overrated. Once again, when we import, we should validate whether the data is duplicate or whether the data is not duplicate, means unique. Like all other transactions importing masters, that is, all those are validation rules. That has to be kept in mind. And suppose, for example, here it is Amritsar ICI, but what I am doing here, I am giving space here by wrongly, by mistakenly. It is not purposefully. It will not allowed because there is compliance rule. Suppose, for example, I have written with some extra spaces, or I have written some extra letters. Will it be imported? Definitely not imported. Means we will have to understand two things. The first one, which fields are available for mapping into Tally, and the second thing, the data. Data means either ledger, either date, or any other fields. Number, amount are correct or not. Amount will not have validation rule, but these are the validation rule. Name is not correct. It is not matching with the Tally name. then it will not be allowed to import. All these are validation.
Yeah.
We can write it here that first,
Yeah, Mr. Prem,
please.
actually, Mr. Mahesh has written that he has got it. We have two more questions and we are running a short of time. So can we
Yeah.
move on?
Which two questions are?
One is, can we configure the import template to import bank transaction in multiple currency? For example, if we have a bank account in US dollars, for which entries are passed in US dollars, but the books are maintained in INR. So again, I think it's the same question which you have answered earlier, that if you have the
If we have not configured in Tally multiple currency, allowing multiple currency, then think about this now. Can we validate our this transactions import policy if for the
Yeah,
same while
I
you
think it's the same thing that
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
If we are not validating the rules, we would not be able to import anything.
yeah. So in case, so if you configure the multi-currency in the Tally
Yeah,
Prime itself, so you'll be able to
definitely.
import the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Moving on, can you show us two, three rates of the same material of one day, of a day? Can you show us two, three rates of the same material of a day? I think they are asking for the
Single
example
day,
or a demo.
single day, single
Single
day.
day. Yeah.
What I already told it. If we import two, three rates of a single item means suppose I have item HP laptop and we want to import all the rates of a single day. Okay, it may ask for the override. That has to be kept into mind. And when we import, there are some different rates. Definitely, it may ask for the duplicate records, or it may ask for the that all the transactions have been imported and created. But when we changes it, go for the changes or editing, then that time it will remove the all the related transactions. Like this way. I am showing you into Excel. HP laptop. Suppose this, what he is saying actually, suppose the price. Now the question may be same price, same laptop, same date, but the price are different. Prices are different. 1 lakh and 1,10,000. Which data has to be imported into Tally? That is the question actually. Or might be possible that both the prices are same for the same rate here, like this way. And when the rates are same, how is that possible that these two transactions will be imported? And the second part, when these two rates are different, but the date is same, this is also related to each other. That is not possible. Yes, what we can do there, we have not to edit all those vouchers till then when we have imported a new one rate.
Are you going to be importing it, or you just yeah, Mr. Brijesh, is the query clear
So
for you?
currently, actually, ma'am, I have to configure all these things uh,
Hmm.
starting from studying, okay, from scratch.
Yeah, we
That
actually,
is why I'm not going for the that time. But I have taken this as a question, and I will be
and it
sharing.
works. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, and I will let you know, ma'am.
Yeah. So, Mr. Brijesh, you've unmuted yourself. Is the query clear for you? Then we can conclude today's session. Mr. Brijesh Sharma. Uh, okay, I think the query is resolved. As you said, that the solution will work. Uh, So he has texted that how can we select the different rate?
That has to be done from the scratch from my side, actually. That is why I'm not going for that into
Okay.
Tally.
So आप अगर process if you can just narrate it audio मतलब बिना दिखाए
I've already narrated
it's the
here,
same
na?
process only.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm showing the template actually, that where we can do all these things.
Okay.
All masters here. We have a stock item. Okay. Now these are stock name. Suppose HP. Do one more thing that I will try itself. Laptop. So this is the unit rate and price rate. I will be showing here multiple price rate, because that has to be, and date, unit, pieces, price rate, date. Suppose 1 lakh, not 10,000, what? 10,000. One more thing, it says 11,000. All masters.xlsx. Done. Now, all to just all masters.xlsx. There is stock item. HP laptop. That has to be created once. The stock items. This is mandatory. Mandatory units. Now I will have to check all these fields here, like price list.
Okay, and
Price
then they
list
can
date.
import the file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be possible that it will allow. And the price level. What is the price level here? Price level is the price rate, for example. Price date. Price date is here. Price rate here. Date here. Okay. Now I will import. Combining opening balances, ignore duplicates, modify with the new data. I'm taking this one, modify with the new data. I have to check all this. Importing one, import. Now alter stock item. HP laptop. Oh, it was not done. Yes.
Mr. Prem, because the time is up, I just
Yes.
want to know, will we be able to complete this?
No. Through this way we can check all this. That how to maintain all this.
The
Yes.
multiple, yeah.
Yeah. or otherwise I will let the participants know about all these things.
So do you want to share like an email ID if they want to connect with you, Mr. Brijesh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think he has commented that I think all the material should be of different model number. If that's the case, that can be done. Because I understand, because to show from the scratch takes a lot of configurations as well. And
Yes.
yeah, so you can put in your email ID in the chat so that Mr. Brijesh can write to you and you can connect separately. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And
So when you put it in the chat, you can make it to everyone instead of host and panelist. There's a small arrow. Yeah. Hmm. Mr. Prem, should I put your email ID here?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, one second. So I'll put the Chartered Commerce Solution email ID here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm taking this.
Okay, I've put Mr. Prem's email ID because I could see that a lot of people are asking for about the questions, and we are running out of time. One last question, if we can just answer it in yes or no. So I have a tally database of 2 lakh transaction, out of which 1,000 transactions are wrongly uploaded and needs to be deleted. I have a list of voucher numbers which I need to delete. Can we bulk delete it without using the tally multi-filter? Is it possible? Mr. Prem, we are able.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without multi-filter.
No, you must not have tried because.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Okay. So sir's email ID is what I've already put. So you can stop the screen share because we can see the thing. So please do write to him so that you can resolve your queries separately. I will now conclude this session. Thank you so much, Mr. Prem, for this very informative session.
First, it is my privilege, ma'am, at welcoming and greetings. I couldn't tell you this all. This is my privilege that I am associated with the Tally company and esteemed participants who have participated, and all the chartered accountants who are serving this commercial industry, and the ICI as well. And I am very thankful to Komal you ma'am. आपको तहे दिल से शुक्रिया that you have given me opportunity to participate as a speaker, as a host, as a panelist. Okay, and this is going to be a tremendous in my life, and I will be changing through these experiences day by day and on timely basis. Ma'am, one more I want to request you. One more thing, that can you share my WhatsApp number with the participants so
You
that
can put
they
it
can
in the
easily
chat. You can put that.
can I?
Yeah, you can do that. It's
Thank you,
just
ma'am.
because sometimes, so I think by now a lot of
No,
people have left out,
definitely.
so it won't be one
I have
second.
already, yeah, this is my WhatsApp number. You may
One
contact.
second. I'll just put it to everyone. Actually, you've put it to the panelist. Yeah. Okay, I have given the number. So somebody who needs to connect with sir, you can do so over the phone as well. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Prem, for this
Thank you, ma'am.
insightful, informative session. And the pleasure is all ours because you have put in so much of effort and so many use cases to learn through. I could see the so many ODBC formulas because it requires a lot of effort from your side, and
Yes,
your commitment and your dedication towards Tally as a subject, as an organization,
thank
and
you.
your passion to teach people. That is what we are grateful to you,
Thank
that
you.
you learned about it, you knew about it, and you did not keep the knowledge to yourself but willing to share with the community. So thank you so much. I will now conclude the session with your permission. Thank you.
Thank you.